Hi, everyone. Welcome back to Lisa's Love and Light. Thank you all for being here today. Happy Monday. Trying to make this environment here lighter because what I was noticing too, the videos were looking a little darker or whatever. But anyway, um, I hope you guys had a great weekend and I hope you're doing well. And it's Monday. One of the weird things about today, guys, I think it's about 70 degrees outside right now. It's supposed to get up close to 80, which is weird for the month of October. So I'm having a little bit of like these sinuses. I took something for it, but I don't know if there's a high level of pollen or whatever. But anyway, doing good. Have my water, and I was able to rest this weekend. I was able to get out and vote. Yes, I went and did the early voting, and I want to encourage you guys to vote. It's so important. So much is on the line. And I know we talk about healing here, but I want to emphasize that because some people think my vote doesn't count, but every vote does count. Because just imagine how many people, if they sat back and said, I'm not voting because my vote doesn't count, and let's say a whole bunch of people did that, and those votes do count. So it's important. It doesn't take long. I was in there about 5 or 10 minutes and I was out, you know? So it's important. So please make sure that you do that at least this time around. Um, okay, guys, with that being said, um, let's before we jump into this topic of discussion, I want to talk about it's all related about going to the gym. One of the things for me that's hard, and the gym is actually just 3 minutes away from my job. It's just getting there, changing from my work clothes into the gym clothes, I guess, whatever it is. But I only go twice a week. And if I don't go one day, I'll go another day. It's sort of like when I show up on here, I can never give you a time. It's the same thing with the gym. But I make sure I get there twice a week. And sometimes I work out a long time, and then sometimes I don't. It depends. But I'm getting there. So that's an improvement for me that I'm happy about, because this has just been a struggle. But I'm getting through it slowly but surely. So if I can do these things, guys, you can do it as well when it comes to taking care of your physical health as well as your mental health. Just take little steps at a time. Nothing ventured. Remember, nothing ventured is nothing gained. So, this topic of discussion is protect your peace. Do everything that you can within your power to protect your peace and ask God to help you as well. Because as you start to feel better, you do better. I know as I go to the gym, I get that little, uh, what is it, like spark of energy. And as I do that, I'm able to do a little bit more, and the pounds are coming off. I'm starting to feel good. It's not like I'm huffing and puffing as I go up a flight of stairs, etc. I start to feel better. And sometimes when you start to feel better and you look better, etc., whatever, some people feel some kind of way about that. And I'm starting to notice things now as I heal and do the work, etc., that I didn't notice before. Notice your environment, people, as you start to heal and take care of yourself and you start to see the results. Notice the environment around you, because people who really sincerely and genuinely care about you, they're going to do the thumbs up. They're going to have your back. They're going to be there to motivate you even when you don't feel like doing the work. Those are the people you want to gravitate to. And what I've noticed that a few people that were around me with just very the looks, the because I changed some things around lately, not going to really get into that, but on a positive level, and people feeling some kind of way about that. Let me tell you, none of this has been easy, but I've been doing the work. In the beginning, I was back and forth with the word, doing sometimes not doing it. And it took me a long time to get on this journey to just really be serious about it. And as I see the results, I move forward. Because one of the vows I made to God is to help other people. And, because if I can do it without a support system, you guys can do this too, with or without a support system. And, prayer, I stayed in prayer with God all the time, especially the days that I didn't feel like doing anything, the days that just felt cold and dark and depressing. And I just, kept talking to God. And as I took those steps in that direction, in the right direction, he took 2 and 3 on my behalf, and he's still doing so today. I still go to therapy every week, you know. And I was talking to my therapist this past week about something, last week, about some good things. And, people who really want to see you win will have your back. It's those haters that you see. And sometimes, in the past, I didn't notice these things. And they don't necessarily have to be friends, they could be acquaintances, people around you in your everyday, wherever. And they start to show their disdain, I will call it, for the good things that's going on in your life. And it's not anybody waving any magic wand and here we are. It's a lot of hard work and prayer and asking God to help. And I've noticed, like I said to you guys in a few prior videos, that as you do the work and move forward and you make little vows to God that you can keep, and you keep those vows, God will honor that and He will be there on your behalf. So the burdens that the haters are throwing at me are going to God because I'm lifting those burdens up and I'm transmuting them to God Himself. So when they come with all that, God has that. I don't entertain that. The best medicine for toxicity for me is my silence, because people try to get a reaction out of you as you're trying to heal and grow and evolve because they don't like it. Because as you do so, you become stronger. And not only that, you change for the better. And people don't like the change, but that's on them. They're not God. So they don't get to tell you you can't heal. I mean, what ridiculousness. Someone is trying to stop you from healing. And then being around people who always bring in drama and toxicity to the table is going to stagnate your healing. And so when I notice some more of that, and then a couple of people who would just just, is it called Debbie Downers? I'm not sure if that's the right term, but just want to rain on your parade because they never have anything good to say. So what I started to do is pull back my energy, not be around that, because the more I was around it, once I left these folks, I was feeling like weighed down or something. I'm like, no, this is not okay. So I just pulled back my energy, and start uh doing things more positive so that I can take in that positive energy is so important. Because if you're around a lot of people who are just toxic and gossiping and this and that all the time, it's going to bring down your vibration. If your vibration is up here, then you're around this and they're talking about everybody and this and that, it's going to bring down your vibration. And when with the haters, they want to hate on you because they're not doing the work. Maybe they're not ready to do the work. I don't know what the case may be, but they're over here not focusing on their own situations and things that they got going on. They're too busy focusing on what I got going on, and I've cut them off a long time ago, cut off, block, and delete, and they still not just watching but hating. When you get serious about your healing and peace, some of those that you left behind will try to shake you. They will hate you for your growth and berate you simply because you healed and changed for the better. And that's my personal experiences. I'm not that same subservient person where you can come to and you got a problem and I'm going to sit 1 and 2 o'clock in the morning knowing I got to get up at 4 and listen to what you got to say and neglect my sleep and everything else. You know, I mean, if it's something like an emergency and someone need help, but I'm talking about people who just want to be in your energy all the time and bring you down with this toxicity. I refuse to allow that anymore. Healing leads to growth as you stay on a path to heal and and you do it consistently. You know, we're going to have some days that we don't do something in between, we're resting, whatever. But as long as you get right back on that journey to heal, you know, it's going to lead to growth. It's going to lead to inner peace, and you're going to lead a better, happier life as you leave the toxicity behind you, because that stuff drags you down. You know, every day somebody is, oh, how you feeling today? Oh, this happened, that happened, this disaster went over here, went over there, every single day. Who wants to hear that every day? All of that stuff is like someone has a pile of bricks, a ton of bricks on their back, and now they're transferring that and giving that to you to carry. Don't carry anybody else's burden. You know, you can listen and be helpful, but some people are just miserable and they love being miserable, and they like to transfer that, you know, invite others to come in and be miserable. Don't take on anybody else's burdens. You know, let them carry their own load. One of the major lessons that I have learned so far since I've been on this journey to heal is to walk away from toxicity. And I don't have to get into no altercation or drama, you know, filled situation with anybody. You know, you just, what I do at first is set boundaries. And when my boundaries are disrespected and stomped on, then I cut off, block, and delete and padlock the door to the toxicity. And once I do that, I don't look back. I am unbothered by the doors that I have shut behind me, because um, the haters behind those doors were given opportunities. Like I set boundaries, they didn't like them, and disrespecting boundaries mean I have to shut you off. You know, because I am just as important, and you are just as important as the next person. Your healing, investing in your mental and physical healing has to be everything. Because if you don't take care of yourself, then how can you take care of anyone or anything else around you? You know, your mental and physical health is everything. And if people don't understand that, then there's something wrong with that, you know, and I don't entertain or try to investigate why or etc. Um, excuse me. It means that we're not walking down the same path. You're going to the left, I'm going to the right. We're not meeting up, you know, and oh, that's okay, because sometimes, you know, you have to shut doors. And remember, guys, I talked about last week a couple of times that situations and people come into your life for a reason, a season, a lifetime, or a lesson. I always emphasize lessons, because a lot of these things, people are not meant to stay in your life. These are just lessons that we need to learn so that we can grow and become strong behind it. Learn that lesson so we can permanently close that door and move on towards our new beginnings as we heal. And you can't move on to a new beginning if you got two and three doors back here open and you haven't learned those lessons. It's important to learn the lessons quickly as you can so that you can close those doors and continue to move forward. And sometimes people are not meant to stay. They're just there to help you learn that lesson, and then you close that door and move forward. You know, I'm unbothered by what is being said, blah, blah, because they're looking at the old version of the old Lisa. And the old version of myself used to get upset about people gossiping about me, saying certain things, doing things. And I used to sit and cry. This person I am, after doing the work and continuing to heal and to grow and to evolve, is I tune that noise out, because I'm not going to give the haters their 15 minutes of shame, because it's giving them negative attention. I rather give my silence, which is the best medicine for all of this, because I have no time for the foolishness. You know, as I continue to grow and heal, I'm more interested in helping not just myself, but other people especially when people come up to me and they just want to talk. Because sometimes, like I said in a prior video, you don't know what people are going through. Some of these people could be at the verge of suicidal thoughts and things like that, and they just need someone to listen to them. And that's why, when I'm out and about, someone wants to talk, I sit and talk with them 5, 10 minutes, 15 minutes, pray for them if necessary, because we're in a time where people are, you know, at the edge because there's so much that's going on in this world on a negative. So it doesn't hurt to stop and talk to somebody, even though they may be a stranger and you may not be able to do anything about their situation, but listening to them and giving them your time for 10 or 15 minutes may save their life, and that's why it's important to me, and it's necessary to grow and to heal, because also when they talk to me, I hear what they're going through, and if I walked in their shoes previously, I tell them my story and how I got through it. And that will help people, 'cause even on this channel, if it resonates with you, and then how I got through it may help you get through something that you might be currently going through. Remember, we all have a story and we're all going through something, but everyone is not open to communicate that. And also, like I said, people in prior videos, what I started doing as I grew stronger with the healing is I made vows to God. I made vows that I can keep, you know, because that strengthened me as well as I keep them. Because now God is in a picture. And when I do that, and one of the things people don't understand, whether they believe this or not, but this is the truth. When somebody make vows to God and they are serious about their path and healing, and they honor those vows, and one of the vows is to help other people, because some people need that help. They need that little push. And somebody, if some hater or somebody trying to interfere with that, you're going to receive so much karma from God. Believe me, because this person has made a vow to God to help somebody, and they're staying on that path to do that. And you're trying to interfere with that because you hating on them because they grew. You hating on them because they are a person of color. I'm putting it out there because I'm talking about my own personal experiences. And you hating on them because you want them to be a negative stereotype, something they've never been, but you want to create that in their life because you don't like the growth. You need to watch what you're doing, because God will come through, because those burdens and toxicities are being lifted up to God. Just like when a loan, student loan is being sold from lender A to B. You're no longer paying lender A, you're paying B. So all that negativity and toxicity is going right to God. Guess what he's going to do with it? It's going to go right back to whoever's sending it out. Be careful what you're doing, especially when someone's not bothering you and they're in the upright and they are on a mission to help people as well as to help themselves grow. Be careful what you're doing. And that's what I want to say about that. I am also learning valuable lessons as I grow and heal, uh, to keep my business to myself. That was a hard lesson, and it's still somewhat of a hard lesson to learn, but I'm learning it because sometimes people will come towards you and you think they are befriending you and they want to hang out with you or whatever. They just want to know your business. Not everybody. I'm just talking specific situations that I've gone through. They just want to get in your face, ask you 1,000 questions about your personal business so that they're in the background trying to sabotage it because of their envy and jealousy. That's a lesson that I had to learn. And I was spinning on a wheel over and over and over again because I wasn't learning that lesson. Now he or she won't do that to me. Why? I've never done anything to them. You don't have to do anything to them. If somebody don't like the way you speak, don't like the way that you go to the gym and take care of yourself, don't like the fact that you're losing weight, don't like the fact that you're growing, don't like the fact that you're helping other people, they will try to do whatever and whenever to sabotage it. So sometimes people come in your face and befriend you like they want to hang out and do the work and to heal, etc. And yet at the same time, notice if they're asking you 1,000 questions about your personal business. And if you give them that information, they're gone. Poof, they're not there anymore because they got what they want from you. Now they're in the background trying to sabotage everything that you built from the ground up. you know, and you got to be careful with that as well. Like I said, sometimes people from the past will try to come back around and find out what, I had going on so that they can sabotage it. And so they can say, see, she not healing. Look, she fell off the bandwagon because they love toxicity and drama. And so what I do to that is keep my personal business to myself. Not that I'm doing anything wrong, because I'm not, but I don't need to share A, B, C, and D, E, and F of everything what I do, because it's somebody could be trying to sabotage that. So it's important, especially if you're working on projects and goals and etc. Keep your business to yourself. Pay attention if somebody asking you a whole lot of question about your personal business, especially it's not somebody that you know, it's an associate, somebody that you're not really close to. Be careful and just think about that. Listen to your intuition. If you feel funny about something or uncomfortable, listen to that, because that's your intuition telling you something is quite not right here. um, Sometimes these haters could be trying to set you up for failure because they don't like the growth, they don't like the new you, and that's not your problem. Keep staying on this journey to heal. It's important. I usually, when these things happen, I pull back my energy, and say, hey, I'm not giving my energy to any of these folks anymore, because I see that it's an ongoing problem of drama and toxicity. And if I continue to do that, then I can't heal. Then my healing will get stagnated and stuck. So I rather just pull back my energy and do something else. And it's important, guys, so that we don't fall off the bandwagon with investing in ourselves. It's so important. My motto is, the less they know, the better it is for me, so that I can continue to work on what I'm working on, help others as well as help myself. Also, if someone is desperate to find out, so desperate to find out what you got going on, and you don't have any more interaction or communication with you, and they start stalking you, let them know stalking is against the law, you know, um, especially if you have proof that they are stalking you. Remember, that's not okay. A lot of things can happen behind that. You can get arrested by bothering someone who don't want to be bothered. It's not worth it. Just let a person go if they don't want to be bothered with you. That's what I was having a conversation with somebody about that, who was going through that. It's better to let people go if they don't want to be bothered, because so much can happen behind that. That's not good. Be firm when you are serious about your healing and growth, and don't back down because someone don't want to see you grow and heal. It's for you. Invest in yourself, because if you're not okay, you can't take care of anything else around you, especially when your physical and mental health is not okay. So that is always a priority, people, and it's no shame to that at all. Because one day you can help somebody else who may be going through something that you already went through and you successfully completed in your life. You can help them as well. Everything is important when you're healing and growing. Sometimes, you fall down, but you get right back up again. But on the way, you're learning lessons. And as you learn these lessons, you may meet people in the future that may be going through what you went through already, and you can help them. And you may be saving a life, because some people could be on the verge, and it's important to help people and not let people drown. It is important also that we stay in a place of peace instead of broken down into pieces. Guys, that's the message today. Please share this with other people, and keep your vibrations high. Keep your environment positive as much as you can. I know that's what I like to do, and keep toxicity at a minimum. Thank you guys for being here today. I'll see you again tomorrow. I can't tell you what time, but please subscribe to the channel and get others to do so. That way you'll get a notification as to when I'm here, and you can join me here. And also, please think about therapy, because that's the first step that I took on this healing journey. And there's no shame to that either. You can see a therapist in person, or you can do so by Zoom services. So that's something for you guys to think about as well. You guys enjoy this weather. Have a good day, and I'll see you again tomorrow. Bye for now.